Okay, chat. Collab time. Not my collab. Let's watch the trailer. Whoops, don't show again. Trailer time. Summer. Minigame. No. Collab characters. Oh, we got her, Shizuka. Nice. Nice. Patty. Yukino. Yukino looks the most American at all. Oh, 3D render. Is this? Wow, nice. Amazing. Beat. No, it's censored. Okay, we're getting the bunny girl. Yuki no Gyaru. Misaki gets another skin. Argus. Wait, Argus gets a skin? North Carolina, okay. Oh, who's this? I need it. Ibuki. Oh, we have Ibuki. She's one of the priority research ships. Okay, nice. I just realized there was no audio. Should we watch it again? I'll watch it again.
Hey, Shikigan!
Hi, Sandy. I already got the character. Ooh, comment. First, yeah, me, I like my own comment. Brown Dust 2. Anime peaked in the 2000s? No way. Yeah, they removed a lot of ecchi fan service. It used to be a whole lot more.
Joining me once again are the boys, and today we are going to be asking which decade is superior.
Why
I don't know.
You sound like me when I'm patting out my word count. What is this?
I'm trying to bring the energy
got the
in.
double line break in his
I'm trying to bring the energy in. We got a 2-hour podcast
like every
to go
week.
through.
Like every week, baby.
Wow, you know, excited?
every
I'm
week.
pumped. I'm excited to just tell you about what I like.
Yeah. I mean, we get to talk about what we like. So, we had an episode, I think, I can't remember when it aired. It was last year. It definitely was last year.
Yeah.
Where we basically compared old versus new. And I don't think we able to do it as much justice as we wanted to.
I think it was 2005 versus 2025, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to actually, have some kind of like an actual definitive list of what are the actual most popular, maybe most top-rated stuff of each decade. Because I think a popular conversation is, which decade is the best for X thing or X media.
A retrospective comparison, if you will.
Yes. Have you seen that recent meme where it's like, it's everyone reminiscing over 2016?
Yeah, I did a post about it.
You did a post about it?
I did a post about it on my Instagram.
Where you post a picture of yourself 2016.
Or just post pictures of what you were doing in 2016.
Yeah.
I knew it was a long time ago because the first picture I saw was of me at the top of Shibuya Sky dabbing.
Well, it's because the meme in 2016 was that this was like the worst year of all time.
Yeah.
And so people are looking back.
We said that back then?
We said that.
We said that back then.
Man, we are so dumb.
That is the exact point of the meme where
We
it's
really
just like
thought it couldn't get worse than dabbing.
Yeah.
We thought dabbing was like the worst.
We dabbed, then Harambe died that
that was
year.
a while.
That was pretty bad.
That was the year when everything started to change.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
His death was a turning point in global events.
That was a canon event right there. My God.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be like the third Spider-Verse movie. It's like, no, don't save Harambe, Spider-Man. It's a canon event.
Can't believe it's already been 10 years since he's gone.
Yeah, but so what we have is we have a bunch of top 10 lists.
Yep.
From different pieces of media, anime, gaming, movies, whatever. And we are going to compare, not just a random assortment, but the heavyweights of each and every decade to see which decade is actually superior.
The decade-defying works.
Yeah,
if
the
you will.
decade-defining
We'll be
works.
doing movies, games, but we'll start with anime.
Yeah, let's start
Yeah,
with
of
anime.
course, because we're an anime podcast.
Are we?
Yes, that's what the marketing says. That's
fair enough.
That's all we tell our sponsors.
that's what Spotify thinks. So
Yeah.
that's what's important for us.
So for the people who are wondering, because a lot of the times when you get these lists, where have they come from?
Yes.
Specifically with the anime one, we decided to go with the r/animes.
Oh, yeah, it's the most trusted source on the internet. r/anime.
Reddit users' favorite anime. I mean, they have the highest and most finest taste in media.
Yes.
because they are the most, eloquent.
Yes,
sure.
So I think it's actually, I do think it's a much more helpful list than opposed to like an IGN list, which is like one guy who had to submit an article
Yes.
to meet his criteria. So I think it's actually a solid pool to pick from.
Yep.
Yes. So these are the most voted and the top rated shows of
And
the
movies.
1990s and movies.
Yep.
And in the 90s kids, we have at number 1 Neon Genesis Evangelion,
That's
Cowboy
not surprising.
Bebop, Princess Mononoke, Perfect Blue, Ghost in the Shell, Serial Experiments Lane, Yu Yu Hakusho, Revolutionary Girl Utena, Trigun, and Berserk.
I mean, nothing but bangers, can I just say
I
that?
mean,
This is unfair. He's biased.
What do you mean?
Look at your fucking shirt.
I'm wearing
To
the Ghost in the Shell.
Look at your fucking shirt.
Joey is wearing a Ghost in the Shell shirt right now.
Yeah. I knew I had to pull up and represent.
Yeah. I mean, pretty strong list. I will say that it is a lot of sci-fi. I forgot how much sci-fi represented in the 90s.
I mean, it was such a good time for sci-fi in general, in all media, because technology was changing so fast. The internet was just kind of opening up.
I would argue technology is still just changing pretty fast.
No, but it was exciting for a lot of people because it was like the first step towards like, oh, things are going to be digital now. and
Yeah.
we won't be able to tell the difference between the digital and the
I
real.
actually feel like the leaps we're making nowadays are way less. Am I crazy? I don't think AI has changed my life more than the swap from a Game Boy to Nintendo DS. That was way more impactful.
No, I think the big difference is that before changing technology felt like it was a change that would make the quality of life better.
Yeah.
And now it seems like it has just felt like from 2020 onwards. Obviously AI is the big boom right now, but it's like every year there is something that is going to revolutionize everything, and it lasts for a year. First it was like crypto, and then it was like NFT, and now it's AI. And to be fair, I do think AI has the potential to enact some of the biggest change in life, whether that be positive or negative.
On my electricity bill. Fuck.
Yeah. But it does seem like every year, everyone is trying to jump on the new hot shiny thing in some kind of technology.
For sure.
But that's why I think, like, you have to imagine 1990s. Like, this is just when the internet's kind of getting in full speed.
Yeah.
You know, instant messengers are becoming popular. I think around this time. You know, Google isn't out yet. It's coming soon, though. They don't know it yet. This kind of stuff's around.
Is Google not out yet?
1996, I think.
97, right?
I think
It's
maybe
late
it was in, like,
90s.
beta.
98.
98, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it is out, I guess.
Well, I mean, at the end.
at the end of
You know, like, and I imagine like the internet as a change was probably the most drastic change. Well, not immediately, obviously, but
Yeah.
that decade spanning over it became a much more prevalent thing in everyone's lives.
Yeah.
So I imagine there was a lot more, like sci-fi influence, inspiration, because we're all starting to use these gears and everything. This is back, and I love this. We have lost this art. You remember when every computer had to be green? Like green text on the screen.
The Matrix text.
Yeah.
And it's just such a cool vibe.
Yeah.
And now we don't do that.
Yeah.
Computers used to look so fucking sick. And Ghost in the Shell, every computer looks fucking sick. 'Cause it's all fucking green text. And it's like the Matrix kind of like typography kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that kind of vibe. So good.
For sure.
And now it's
I will say right off the bat, looking at this list, is there any that you don't agree should be in the top 10? Regardless of where they are placed. Like, is there one where you look at it and you're like, I wouldn't put this in my top 10?
Berserk feels kind of out of place.
I was going to say that.
Berserk feels out of place.
I'm
for,
shocked that Dragon Ball is not up here.
Isn't Dragon Ball's 80s?
Z was the
Dragon Ball
90s.
Z was number. Okay, so here, the rest of the list outside of the top 10, so we can
Yeah.
see what could have made it. Sailor Moon, Code Sakura, Great Teacher, Onizuka, One Piece, Pokemon, Initial D, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Hunter x Hunter. I mean, Pokoroso, Digimon. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of these are a bit more deserving.
Berserk.
Like, Berserk is obviously one of the greatest manga of all time.
Yes. Yeah.
Famously, the adaptations never really kind of reached the heights.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's a great adaptation, though. I do like it a
Yes.
lot.
Yeah, I would say this is probably the closest thing to a good adaptation that Berserk has gotten. I mean, there's some adapt some fantastic moments. The soundtrack is goddamn orgasmic.
Yeah. See, but that's the thing. I don't know if Berserk being number
Greatest
10 on
anime
this
OP
list.
of all time as well.
Yes, that is true.
God.
That is true. So put your glasses on. Nothing will be wrong, obviously. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a feeling there might be a slight bias towards Berserk being number 10 on this list. Maybe either because the manga is so goated. You know, as a story, yes, definitely should be in the top 10, maybe even in the top 5. But, or maybe it's also anime fans looking at this retrospectively when compared to, say, like the 2016-2017 adaptation and being like, oh, we never knew how good we had it back in the 90s, for example.
You know, and I know it feels so lame, but I mean, Pokemon just does deserve a spot.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
Or like even Sailor Moon, I feel like over Berserk, which I feel like those I mean, just the cultural impact alone of those two shows.
Yeah.
COLLAB Sakura even as well. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
Such massive heavyweight shows that have gone on to have such massive legacies.
Yeah, I'd say the only kind of thing that is missing from this list right now that I do think defines a lot of 90s anime is actually fantasy anime. You know, I mean, Slayers is number 24, and I was thinking about stuff like Slayers, Escaflowne. You know, there's a lot of like, obviously, like isekai has become a meme, but there was a lot of like 90s isekai before isekai was kind of like a Naruto kind of like trend. Where it was just, you know, your classic 90s fantasy anime where people would get transported to another world, and it felt more like Narnia than it did the modern iteration of what isekai has like turned into. You know, Inuyasha as well had this kind of like element of that. Was that 2000s though? That might have been 2000s.
I think, the manga started in the 90s.
Right. Okay.
The new stuff has definitely got a bit of a different flavor to it than traditional.
2000 on the dot.
Ooh, just 2000 on the dot, just off there. But the new stuff, it's almost like, I feel like there is a lot of new stuff that is going back to this kind of old school fantasy anime feel. Last year, I really enjoyed Clevitus, which was like a really cool dark fantasy. And this season, we have sentenced to be hero, which is just like a by the
全て手の
books
内にあり
old school classic dark fantasy.
Okay.
And dark fantasy is coming back, man.
Thank God. Thank God.
One, can we talk about Initial D? Why does it have so much aura? The show hasn't even done, like, to my knowledge, there's not much Initial D stuff out there.
What do you mean, like,
manga
out
or
there?
anime? Like, there's
You mean in terms of like source material?
right, yeah.
Yeah.
But my God, this show is just.
What do you mean there's not much source material?
I mean, they have the one show, right?
I mean, the one show has like 3-4 seasons,
Right.
And there's a new like remake of it out like right
This
now.
this show in pop culture, especially in Japan, is
私
like
の計画通り
it's like a permanent mainstay from like 4 seasons of a driving show, drifting.
Yeah, because I think it's because regardless of if you're Japanese or Western, everyone can agree that drifting is just fucking cool. It's
But
the coolest
It's
shit.
just sick that it's had such a massive like legacy,
Yeah.
aura,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
To be able to maintain.
I was like, what? You're just using the word aura now.
just using
It doesn't
aura.
even
I'm
make
using
sense
aura.
in this. What?
Initial D has aura.
Initial D, the original aura farming
What are
anime.
you
When
talking
you go
about?
to the arcade, and there's like 15 Initial D machines. You're like, that's aura. That's aura, right?
You're just
there.
using the word. You don't even know. You don't even know what it means. You just say aura. Stop saying
has
aura.
aura.
It doesn't have.
God, it has aura, and I won't be told otherwise.
It's just a placeholder word.
You can't just say everything has aura. Initial D has aura. Yeah. Tell Captain Sakura has aura.
Wow.
Sailor Moon has aura. Also, wasn't Onizuka 2000s? Am I crazy? It's so weird that Onizuka is in 14th.
I think it's 99?
Did it start in 99?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, so let's go back to the top 10. We're going to talk about everything that isn't in the top 10.
Sure.
Evangelion, sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop, sure.
Yeah.
One of those.
This is the Citizen Kane of anime.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop. It's like, you have to watch it. Just look, you might not think it's the greatest thing ever, but just appreciate it for everything it's done. It's one of those. Yeah, I haven't watched this one.
Now, you know what this list is? Yeah, you know what this list is? No. This is what we call Unkslop nowadays, right?
Yeah, this is Unslop.
What is Unkslop? Have you seen the meme? Guys, such a
I made a whole video on this
such a
shit.
Unkslop.
It's literally, it's like that meme of like when you turn 34 and you can't stop talking about Unslop. No, the second one.
Okay, let's have a look. Evangelion. Diablo 2, Tony Hawk, Resident Evil 4, Final Fantasy 7, Kingdom Hearts. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh yeah, we're just putting the word slop on anything now.
Yeah.
You literally just
I'm like, literally none of this is slop. It's like nothing
What
but,
is
it's nothing but jams.
slop? What is Neff slop? Like nephew slop?
Yeah, nephew, I think.
What
slop.
the fuck?
let's see
Yeah.
Neff slop. I'm curious.
Yeah, well, let's see the Neff slop.
Dan.
Re-ran. Ghost of Tsushima. JJK, Attack on Titan, Elden Ring, Arc Raiders, Edge Runners.
Elden Ring is nephew slop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've
Sure.
never heard of Neff slop. That's
Oh
awesome.
my god, that's
Okay, this is on slop, sure. All right, let's go
yeah,
back.
yeah. Let's go back.
I mean, Prince of Mononoke, it's always a show of one of that I actually watched though.
Oh, it is easily the best Ghibli film ever made. Like, no question. I mean, fuck, Reddit agrees with me. Well, what do you think when it comes to Ghibli? What do you think is better than Prince of
I
Mononoke?
really like Howl's. Howl's is one of my
Nazca?
Technically not Ghibli.
Okay.
Actually, it's just Miyazaki.
Okay. But it was
But yes, it is
was
amazing.
kind of like the founding of
Nausicaa is amazing. I agree. Castle in the Sky also amazing. Howl's Moving Castle also amazing.
Yeah.
I bought the Joe Hisashi vinyl, the yellow one, and that single-handedly is like kind of
Oh, dude.
because this
Mononoke
vinyl,
soundtrack, bro.
this vinyl is so good. It just plays bangers from these movies.
The Prince of Mononoke soundtrack is orgasmic. It is some of Joe Hisaichi's best works. And I feel like, again, I appreciate Princess Mononoke above a lot of other aforementioned Ghibli films because I feel like Princess Mononoke is probably handles its subject matter in the most mature way. Like, yeah, you know, Nausicaa and like Castle in the Sky and like even Howl, like, you know, they do present their themes in very mature ways where like even adults can enjoy it, even though, you know, for the most part a lot of Ghibli is catered more towards, I guess, a younger audience, especially as of recently. But I think Princess Mononoke is one of the few Ghibli films where I think I liked it more watching it as an adult than I did as a kid.
Yeah.
Which I can't really say the same with a lot of other Ghibli films, maybe other than like Nausicaa. Yeah, Princess Mononoke, like the older you get, I feel the more you appreciate how fucking good the like just the execution of its themes are. Because like, you know, you also have to understand, like, when I watched this as a kid, because they're speaking in like 12th century Japanese a lot of the time, half the time I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't know this whole thing of like, you know, oh yeah, you have to save yourself in order to save others. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm 6. I'm just trying to watch some anime.
Yeah.
And I don't fully appreciate, I could still appreciate, you know, the amazing animation, like music and everything back when I was a kid. But as an adult now that I know I guess the intricacies of how it presented itself in a more mature sense, yeah, I think Princess Mononoke is like one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
Would I put it above Perfect Blue though?
I don't think I would.
I mean, as
someone who hasn't seen the other one. No, I like Perfect Blue a lot.
I mean, I feel like both are masterpieces in films for their own. My personal preference goes more towards Perfect Blue.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like. I think Princess Mononoke is probably the more widely appreciated, and both are fucking great.
It's easier to digest, I feel, compared to Perfect Blue.
I think because Perfect Blue's uncomfortable.
Oh,
I know Princess Mononoke has a lot of gore and violence, but Perfect Blue is a weird watch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's definitely one of those movies you have to go into it really wanting to have to, you know, feel and get your mind fucked.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
But that's also really fun though. Ghost in the Shell. Sometimes feels like a lazy pick because I rewatched it recently actually, and it is a fucking phenomenal movie. But it's also kind of a confusing movie as well. But it's very good, and the aesthetics are like second to none.
I'm glad you mentioned it because I was like, Ghost in the Shell is, you know, hugely influential for its time. Has it aged as well as some of the other picks? I'm not sure, because I mean, there are some like Ghost in the Shell franchises that I really, really love, like Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex.
Yeah, I was about to say I would rank Standalone Complex on this spot.
I love Standalone Complex.
Yeah, and that's you know, Ghost in the Shell, the original movie, as much as like influential as it was, I feel like it doesn't, you know, I wouldn't go back to rewatch it as much as some of these other films or some of these other picks from this era. Just because there is a lot of other stories that I feel does explore the same like feeling and vibe of Ghost in the Shell that may be built on the foundation that's
私についていける？刻んであげる。いい子ですからちゃんと戦いますの。
Oh. No! She fell. Oh man, just trying to go up. It's just the slow slide down. It's so cute, the wiggle at the end. Oh, that new Pragmatic game actually looks kind of alright, you know? Brings out the dad and all the gamers out there protecting the young ones. Gotta dad it up. I gotta admit, I'm kind of guilty of falling down the slide a few times trying to go up the wrong way as a kid too. Anyway, what's cracking, guys? And welcome to some good old video game memes. I'm that, you know, Lost Pause guy. You may have heard of me. If you did, or haven't actually, hey, welcome. Nice to see you. Meet the crew down there, you know, in the comment section. They'll have a blast with you. I swear they're normal people in there. Guys, be normal in the comment section. Just trust me, bro. Anyway, I got some fun video game meme stuff for you. Let's get to it.
Can you beat Elden Rings as balls?
I wish you could actually play as that ball. All you're doing is just running into the Elden Beast? Excellent.
Yes. Now you know.
Great. Yeah, great, guys. We can be balls. Honestly, I'd love to be a ball. That'd be great. Can we all just be balls? Buddy of mine sent me a pic of his bathroom setup, and it's, I mean, the shower curtain kind of cool out there. The water temple out there. All right, man. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Everything else is kind of average, but hey, you know, water temple. Yeah. Hey, bro, guess what? I gotta do. What are you doing? I'm optimizing my factory's output by maintaining clean supply lines and also diverting excess goods to new refineries for maximum output. That's a lot of fancy words, fancy man. I take it you're busy. Oh, no, this is just my new gacha game. Bro, what the fuck? Sales. Hello to Arknight Zenfield, a 3D real-time strategy RPG combining team-based combat, world exploration, and factory building that transforms the world as you defend humanity's last bastion on planet Talos 2. Now let me show you some real cool stuff. Arknight Enfield's new update at the Wake of Spring includes a massive chunk of new content. A new dual-form boss Neferith takes your breath away in two ways, by this deeply impressive and visually stunning fight, or by knocking you out physically. A new operator, Zhongfang Yi, takes the stage as she finally becomes playable. She's a high damage striker who uses her electric Sunder Blades to electrify you and her foes with her stunning combat style. You also join forces with her against a large-scale, multi-phase new story encounter that is sure to be a spectacle you won't ever want to miss. And of course, there is more rewards to be gained and had. A new wooling outpost opens up for you to transform into your industrial needs. Use the new precipitation acid resource to forge, collect, and process new blueprints for your factory expansions and material needs. Not to mention, the new version also launches by giving a free special monthly pass to all players. So what are you waiting for? Download Arknight Zenfield using my sponsor link below in the description. Humanity needs you and those pretty anime ladies. So thank you so much, Arknight Zenfield, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the memes. Oh, okay, she just gets the other guy's face? Dang, that's impressive she could just do that. Okay. Okay, yeah. What? Dang. That's kind of... That's rough, Peach. How do you fail your own practice run? Like, you already know you're gonna go. Tomodachi Life actually seems like I could create some shenanigans in it, and I might be interested in doing so. If it exists, it can run Doom. And there's no way you actually just put Doom into it. Stop. There's no way you gave a guy a Doom face. It's honestly impressive. I don't even know what to say at that point. Oh, I've done this a million times as a kid with a kickboard. Yeah, I was about to say just don't move. As soon as you move, it's over. As soon as you move a little bit, you would go crazy. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that has done that. And then Cat, 7 countless lines is better than stealing jewels. Annie, I'm getting you tired of all this fighting. Let's find a secret little corner and get out of these sweaty costumes. The world's about to end, Felicia. This really isn't the time for that. I know. That is actually something that is said in Marvel. I can't believe they got Cat to say that. I mean, it's in character. Don't get me wrong. It's in character. All I gotta say is Black Cat is nice. Never trust Instagram tutorial again. Okay. Oh, it makes TNT into a heart and the explosion? Okay, that's actually kind of chill. Okay. Right? It's like, that's 1-to-1 right there, right? Okay. That's kind of cool. Well, that made a Y, though. Oh, my God. Oh. It was so close. So very close. Okay, he was definitely missing quite a few TNTs in there. There needed to be way more TNT blocks. Mongrel intruder. Oh. Okay, dog. Get the freaking spirit summons out there, too. That was such a smart use of the spirit bell for that one guy at the door. Okay, all right. Tax time. Oh, Isabel, no, please. How much? Secret. Why? Just guess. Thanks, IRS. $600? Yeah. Oh, no. I hope you guys got all your tax stuff done in time out there, because if you didn't, I can't save you anymore. Me convincing my friend to buy another game that we'll play for 10 minutes and never again.
The reason for the call today, John, is
right?
Something just came across my desk, John. It is
The
best.
best. The best. I love Among Us. I think that was worth every single $5 penny that I put into that. Yeah, there's been a lot of other games out there that I just haven't touched. Okay, Lethal Company was pretty good too. Monster Hunter Wilds Aladdin. Stop. What on earth is that? Stop with that beard. I hate everything about that face. I have never been more uncomfortable. He looks like one of those guys in One Piece. You know what I'm talking about. Jesus Christ. Oh, no shot. The Bomberman now. What the? Okay, didn't ring the bell. I tried to get in there. I got it just like a lock. You have to move away from your bomb. You didn't realize that you had max firepower. You couldn't get away in time. Oh, Bomberman, what are you doing? I really want to play Bomberman again. Me trying to nap on the old bus heading to work. Okay, really? Yeah, just bogging against that window constantly. No, I've tried to do that too. It is not comfortable. Sometimes you just kind of have to slouch back and just put your head up. Or, you know, just bend forward. But that's really uncomfortable. It's also kind of sus if other people see you bending forward while you're asleep. Steel ball. Right! Oh my god! It is funny that not only have we had one steel ball meme in this, but 2 steel balls. And it's a JoJo reference at that.
Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
The gut sword duel in Elden Ring is really just a fencing match of rolling and doing the thrusts. Big sword slashes? Nah, man, rolling thrust. That's all it is. Dash thrust. Welcome back, Cloud. Aerith, is that? Yes. Your son. It's just a joke. Moment's really spiky. It's close enough out there. It's obviously a boy because it's a. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. Continue. Yes. It's like a fighting game. No, the spotlight's perfectly on the dot. Oh, they knocked him out there. You can do this, doggo. Never give up. The blood moon is rising. The blood moon changed its mind and left.
No!
I didn't know you could just do that. You could just get rid of it. I know if you have like a dial, you could speed right through it, which is kind of cool, but like, I didn't know you could just get able to just leave. Oh my god, Rebirth ruined the original! I mean, that's kind of a nice landscape, and the original landscape. Oh. I mean, you gotta know what the bottom one in that situation. So this is just one of the coolest haircuts I've ever seen, as it's a Sonic the Hedgehog on the back, dude. Green Hill Zone. That is so cool. And yeah, she's like, Noble, you can do that. But then, you know, you guys know my struggle with hair. Maybe I can put it on the forehead, though. The female commentator in the Naraka Blade Point live stream got criticized for being too revealing. Then she just went off. What the heck, bro? You know, honestly, incredibly attractive woman. I'm not gonna lie. What the response to that is amazing, though. Absolutely phenomenal response. My sis calls them Princess Peach. Very cute. Emo Peach. She would need like a little bit of black or something. You can't say Rosalina's like Emo Peach. This is also Mikey now, man. The goat himself. Nobody? Baby Digimon just being rocking and floating. That is such a weird dog, the way it just kind of looks like legs going around. Because it's like walking and doing its thing. Yeah, I don't know why baby Digimon are just floating heads. They're just orbs with really weird faces. And then for some reason, they all digivolve into poop. I'm telling you, probably at least a third of Digimon somehow, some way, turn into poop. I'm a freak, says Rouge.
On this card.
And I'm a freak. Two different kinds of freaks. Sometimes it's good to be a freak, sometimes it's bad to be a freak. It just depends on perspective. When he pulls me up for my hair to look at him during sloppy, wait. It's kind of a rude thing to do while she's doing for business, but I mean, I guess you just really want to look. Hey, yo, it's Mary. Nintendo Direct today. I'm announcing new Mario and Zelda games. Oh, Switch-chan. He's not interested. Really, why not? Let's be honest, you're practically a children's toy.
And
I have cutting-edge hardware, ray tracing, 4K, 120 FPS, and an SSD so fast that a new Zelda game. Oh, I can't wait! Yay! Wait, what? It really is that. Sometimes all it takes is just a really fun game, and honestly, that's what Pocopia was for me. And maybe Tomodachi Life could be.
Tomodachi Life.
I feel like I could have some fun shenanigans in that game. So this is the Mario movie painting in HD out here. And I seem to notice that Bowser, I mean, he has his ladies out here, but he also seems to have Luigi. Yo, Dongo Man with Enderman takes a nap. All right. Oh, the direct contact. Yeah, not doing so good. All right.
Oh.
No more cuddles.
Aw.
No more cuddles. All right. I think you need the golden apple, at least a little bit out there. Okay, there we go. Just go right back. But then the hunger's gonna drain. Oh no, Steve. And I'm just saying, my red bar goes down every day. I am not hanging out with Dongo 2. No cuddles with the homie makes my HP go down. I miss Dongo. Mario,
and a rocky
where's the castle? Yeah, that is kind of a big thing out there. I mean, he wasn't the cause of it, okay? But yeah, the castle. Nothing good happened there. But why do you do your hair that way? It makes it look longer and straighter. How did you burn your wiener? Since you think the hair's straighter. Oh, yeah. Scout, that's not what you're supposed to do, Scout. You left it on too long, too, Scout. Actually, one of the funniest TF2 memes I've actually seen. Usually, they're all just really dumb. That one was dumb, but funny. Anyway, that's gonna do it here for our video game memes. I hope you guys had some good laughs. If you did, hey, maybe you could like and subscribe. And I feel like that's worth it at this point. You gave me that long. Come on now. Come on. At least I hope to see you, beautiful sons of guns, again in the next video.
お疲れ様でございます。ご主人様。
戦いをもって平和をもたらす。これこそ私ができるたった一つの役目である。
I turns Tatsugiri into conveyor belt sushi? What?
Oh.
Oh, it's all the sushi little guys.
All tarts.
Different colors. You can get all of them in Pokopia. That's kind of cool. Ain't no way. So Snorlax like
期間
over
委
there
託に
waiting
出か
for
けた
some
戦友たち
food.
が戻ってくるの
You
が
even
いい
got like dolls and stuff waiting to be served. And then you can go around with, oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh, you just put it in front of Snorlax. It's wild. This has to be one of the cleverest things I think I have seen. I would not want to feed a Pokemon to poor Snorlax, though. Just an offer.
Yeah, $2
What's
card.
going on, Pokemon fans? What an exciting time to be here. Pokopia has actually just been smashing records. Everyone's been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it out here, and it's in no stores whatsoever still. You just can't get it. But you know what? I have plenty of memes here that you can get here, especially on this channel where I find all the best memes, and I share them for you because I like Pokemon. And I hope you click this video. I hope you like Pokemon. You're just not here to hate watch, are you? If you find one of these funny, hey, the like button, maybe subscribe. Let's get to it. Your best friend forever texts you here. Okay.
私についていける
What's going on? Yay! It's Eevee. He's so cute the way. Well, doesn't this look home? And it's a Sylveon over there. It's so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. Just seeing the VV going over there. I have a weakness, admittedly. I got a weakness. Man, I've been hiding it so well, I feel. Mom's saying, we have Pokemon at home. And the Pokemon at home being... Okay, well, wait,
Oh,
that
that's a pretty good
Houndoom is...
Pokemon.
That actually kind of looks pretty good. I think that actually don't look too bad. They did a good job. That's the way it's going around. That's one of the cutest little dog cosplays I've done. That's nice. I like it. A Pokemon Pokopia players built a functional subway station.
No.
Wait, that's actually what it looks like if you go to Japan in the underground. And then there's the ticket gates. No shot. They actually open up the vending machines there too. And then the security gates as well that open up. Oh my god. This is so perfect. You have no idea. Well, my people don't even have like full homes, man. Or people so like cracked at this game. A Swedish Pokopia player built an IKEA in the game. No shot. I actually lost my Bulbasaur in the Pokopia. An actual IKEA. I'm curious what it actually looked like inside. I was trying to move Gyarados from his tiny little pond. Okay. What's wrong here? Hey, look at him. You get a freaking lift in this game too? Oh my god, bro. This is insane. Oh, wait a minute. That's not good. Uh-oh. Oh. Pour one out for Gyarados, boy. Wait a minute. Flying type? Brother, you're supposed to be able to fly. Am I really allowed to live in Ditto's house? Let's live together. And Ditto just looking all blushing. Oh, man.
Why?
Ditto, okay, man. I see what you're doing out there. Yaru Bulbasaur at it again. I have seen so many things. I know some of y'all don't care for Yaru Bulbasaurs. Don't care for Yarus. And I just say you're missing out. Seeing your villagers after a whole week in Pokopia being like, going back to Animal Crossing and saying, welcome home, shit. I feel like Nintendo doesn't really care. It'd be actually kind of cool if they acknowledge the fact that, hey, I see you're enjoying another game. Cool. My parents in their 20s, well, let's buy this house and have 3 children. Me in my 20s, I built a house in Pokopia for my Rowlet. I mean, that house does look pretty good. All right, I even see the Munchlax back there, the Mimikyu. That's not too bad. Baby steps, boys. Baby steps. Just got Mr. Mime in Pokemon Pokopia. Okay. I mean, why are you looking so evil? Wow. Even the scream. Even the scream. And then looking at the evil face. Stop, man. Really. Just pushing it in. You're something else. Why so much hate towards this Mr. Mime guy? All right, yeah, sure. He just bangs your mom in the end.
負けないわよ
Well, I mean, come on now, right? I mean, I have seen Detective Pikachu's Mr. Mime, and that's as much as I want to see of that. Oh, the house seems to be burning up there, and Charmander's coming out and looking at it. I flew up there. I'm sorry I burned down that. I'm sorry, brother. Okay. Yeah, I think you should probably build Charmander's home, at least out of stone or bricks or something like that. I would never build a fire-type house out of, like, wood. Man, I wish I had a Pokemon that could redirect electric-type attacks. Meanwhile, the humble Alolan Marowak. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Holy spins, brother. Holy spins. That's actually sick, bro. Alolan Marowak has a really cool design. I ain't gonna lie. I like that they designed it after the fire dancers and Hawaii and stuff. It's really chill. This is Scott Falcos with 2 Meowscaradas. Let's do this again. Why has he got that evil face? That's the nerd outfit there too. I know that. I recognize a nerd outfit when I see it. I mean, I like the flannel, guys. I'll tell you right now, I am a fan of flannel. However, interesting that they're in the bed and there's the heart assortment things. Like I'm not gonna go any further here. All right, so Gardevoir going Gar, and DL says 5 off. Okay. And now, okay. I'm honestly curious what sort of AI things that will happen to Pokemon. How will AI try to make those things? I honestly, you know what? Maybe it's best we don't find out. All right, Trainer Sand with his Pikachu out there, and making sure she's nice and snuggled. But Pikachu at level 35. Oh, evolved by maxing out affection by.
The fuck? What was that?
Pokemon. How will AI try to make those things?
Oh hell yeah! Let's go see that. That's attack bonus. No, damn it. Have to restart it.
Honestly, you know what? Maybe it's best we don't find out. All right, Trainer Sand with his Pikachu out there, and making sure she's nice and snuggled. But Pikachu at level 35. Oh, evolved by maxing out affection. By the way, is that how? Would that be a Raichu at that point? That just reminds me of like Digimon out there that actually would transform into humans or things at that point. And meanwhile, I'm just happy that she's healthy again, man. She looks sickly. It looks like a customer and a staff member chasing after a Dine & Dasher. Really? Oh my god. Get back here, you stinking bird. Okay. I mean, this town, it looks immaculate out here. I can't believe someone built a town that looked like that. But yeah. Yeah, it really did look like a Dine & Dash. Children, this is oil. Oil, 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 oil. America dayo. Oil. America. Hello, hello. Okay, yeah, like, that's funny. That's funny, man. I discovered a way to stay in its Ditto form. Okay, while moving. Okay, okay. Okay, you just actually took the Ditto doll and you transformed into it. Okay. I mean, it would have been cool to stay as a Ditto and being able to blob around, I ain't gonna lie. But I guess that kind of ruins the immersion of being the human Ditto and its kind of character of wanting to be its trainer and see the trainer again. This is cute. The Pokemon yearn for the microplastics as... Wait, why is Meowth eating? You can't snarf a water bottle, my friend. You don't want to eat the water bottle. Isn't that why we have to clean up the beach? That can't be good. It is kind of strange how they don't leave, like, you know, the litter that you can collect after drinking the water. Oh god, we have the little freaking railgun bug out there. Hey, who are you? You trying to pick a fight with me? It seems like it's right in the head of poor Ditto out there. It's like, are you even listening to me? Like, excuse me, sir. Your railgun tips seem to be inside of my brain. I destroyed a block. And every Pokemon, you never disappoint. You never did. You done good. You totally smashed it, Ditto. Classic Ditto. It is kind of funny how just everyone gets so happy when you're just smashing things or like you just make grass. Like, okay, you guys can chill, man. It's just grass, all right? Freaking Dragonite over there, he can call down a meteor from the sky. That's way more impressive. They made a working calculator in Pokopia? What? Oh my god, stop. There's no way they actually got this going out there. So like 1 plus 1, okay, and it equals what? 2. Oh my god. Oh my god, boys. I can't believe how creative some of these people are, man. We got people out here just wanting to make an entire calculator. Ooh, that piece of squishy clay looks neat, Tortor. Make me some bricks. Torchic, it's time for you to make me some bricks. Yes, Ditto. Yes. Excellent, my little fire type bird. It's time for you to make me some bricks. I mean, you can get the bigger one out there to make you some bricks too. He can have company while smelting some things for you. What a nice guy. I have never seen that rat so mad. What did Starmie do? Okay. It's a Mega Starmie too. Look at him, he's so shiny. Okay. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a weak ass
You can have company
there.
while smelting some things for you. What a nice guy. I have never seen that rat so mad. What did Starmie do? Okay. It's a Mega Starmie too. Look at him, he's so shiny. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh no, he hit the trainer, he didn't hit.
Oh my god. That is the most aggressive Pikachu noise I think I've actually ever seen. You must have really did something there. I think he deserved it. I went on a picnic with Mosslax. Okay. Wait, you can actually move Mosslax out of the lair just by okay. All right. I mean, whatever you need to do, man, to get it out there. And hey, happy. that's cute. Oh, that made me smile. I like the little smile at the end was a very good touch. The incident where I met Gardevoir for the first time, I was so overwhelmed with emotion that I turned on the camera and legit ran over there in a flash, but Gardevoir ignored me. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, alright, try to get in there. Wow, actually she's just ditching you, man. She legit just actually not looking at you for that. Dang, bro. Dang, man, you can't get the wife. Unlucky, man. There's even a shy Gardevoir as you're trying to look at her. Okay, all right. Yeah, shy. Maybe she just hated you guts. I don't know, man. I don't know at that point out there. So I found out the reason why Krabby can't appear in Pokopia, and that's because we have this card out here where Krabby and Kingler are just smashing the heck out of poor Ditto out here. Holy. Like, did this person just hate Ditto that much? What's going on here? All right, Drifloon looking at the rug out here and like, huh, that's Ditto. All right, I guess I'll take you off to the dream world. Like, hey, wait a minute. Wait, you left me behind. Wait a minute. Wait. It is kind of weird that you would make a rug of yourself, now that I think about it. What if I just had like a merch of a rug that just actually just is IRL me? So you could like step on me. Wait. I might be giving people ideas with that. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for a little Pokemon video especial. I hope you guys enjoyed this because I had a lot again. I have just gotten so many Pokemon names. And hey, good for you guys because more to laugh at. So, yeah, stay tuned if you want to see some more. And I'll see you beautiful sons and guns again in the next video.
Let me close this. It's because I'm recording at 1080. I bet it's because I'm recording at 1080.
接続完了。展開。よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。
Really? 8 seconds?
Hmm. 何か起きそう。要するにここで眠り直せばいいのよね。ガチャ。メアリー、まとめて。てめえの後ろだ。接続完了。展開。よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。接続完了。一致団結を眺め。よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。まとめて。接続完了。展開。よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。接続完了。展開。星空を眺め。接続完了。正解を歩む。展開。まとめて。てめえの後ろだ。よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。接続完了。展開。星空を眺め。正解を歩む。展開。
残念な結果ですね。計画案の修正が必要のようです。
Oh, it did work? Nice.
よし、しきかん、レッツゴー。あれ、今終わっいい子ですから、ちゃんと戦いますの。交響曲を奏でよう。
We all talk about the loneliness epidemic that has been going around, especially ever since the pandemic hit all of us back in 2020. Especially how hard it hit a lot of the younger generation, those who were going through middle school, high school, graduation, college, and how much that loneliness of being confined inside of your home really messed with people mentally. And I believe no other group of people has suffered the effects of that more than in Japan. The younger generation Japan has kind of struggled to figure out their sense of identity, sense of self, and this is not a new phenomenon necessarily. It was also brought up in the 1970 book by Murakami Yu, Kagiri Naku Toumin Sky Blue, Almost Transparent Blue, which I did a book review of if you want to go check that out. And to combat that sense of loneliness and isolation and sense of self, a lot of Japanese youths turn to fandoms. It can be really for anything: games, sports, anime, movies, really any subculture. But one thing that you might notice is that Japan not only tends to lean into the fandoms quite hard, but more than anything, they tend to lean into it a lot harder than any other country for some reason. They've kind of created in and of themselves a fan economy. And I've seen what goes on throughout the years vicariously when I look at new idol groups that get introduced or new anime that get introduced. Hell, all of these new VTubers that are popping up out of nowhere, and the absolutely rabid and just hardcore, passionate group that they managed to create out of all of these different subcultures. And I think to myself, why is that? Recently I read a book that was recommended to me by a friend of mine that pretty much explains the psychology and I guess the ideologies that surround that kind of fandom economy in Japan and why it is so problematic or potentially dangerous in this modern day. So I wanted to break it down for you all in this video by doing a review of this book that I read recently, In the Mega Church by Asai Ryo. This book, bro, my god. You know, I've never been someone who has been fully committed to a single fandom, a single subculture. Sure, I like a lot of things like anime and music and all sorts of different hobbies and subcultures that of course exist in Japan pretty strongly. But I would like to think that I myself have never stepped all 10 of my toes deep into any single fandom economy. I've always just kind of dabbled along, you know, spent a little bit of money and talked about passionately about all sorts of different things, but at the end of the day, it is, I understand, just another hobby, just another passion, just a thing that I happen to like. But this book, In the Megachurch, does a really fascinating and interesting job of breaking down those who are on the far end of the spectrum when it comes to the dedication that they pour into any one fandom. Now, the book is fiction, but it is stayed pretty grounded to modern day Japan. In fact, I believe this was only written last year sometime. And primarily, it's split up into 3 plots or 3 characters that progress simultaneously. The first character that we follow is called Kubota. He's a divorced father who used to work pretty heavily in the international music scene, or the international, I guess, Western music industry, selling Western artists over to Japan, who then gets put on board of this new marketing team at his industry to essentially help create and plan out a narrative that is going to be used to market this up-and-coming Japanese idol group. But it's a very different job from when he used to have to sell Western bands to a Japanese audience all the way back in like the 70s and 80s. Back then, there was no social media. Back then, there was only just this idea of, look at this artist, they're pretty cool, let's try and bring them over to Japan. But being part of this new marketing team now for this up-and-coming idol group, he learns that it's not only about the talent of the artist. It's not only about, in the case with this male idol group that he's being asked to help sell, it's not only just about the pretty look or the dancing or even the music for that matter. So along the way, he has to stop acting like a closed-minded punk and come to terms with the fact that there is a completely new method of marketing in an industry that he thought he understood. The second character we follow is his daughter, who initially growing up was very much inspired by her father. She was very much into a lot of the things that not your typical Japanese kid would be into, namely a lot of Western music. She never really had any interest to many Japanese subcultures. She never really cared about idols or celebrities or any of that kind of thing in Japan. If anything, by attending an international school and aiming to try to attend a university overseas in her career, she almost looks down upon the average Japanese person who so easily falls into incredibly mundane, incredibly unimportant events and seemingly doesn't understand the world economy, doesn't understand what's happening in the world, and just possesses a very closed-minded mentality when it comes to news all around the world. Which is pretty poignant because I can attest to that with a bunch of my Japanese friends. And, you know, this is no jab at my Japanese friends, obviously. I fucking love them, don't get me wrong. But it is kind of fascinating just how much they do not care about what is happening outside of Japan. Like, you can see that as well in a lot of ways when you look at Japanese TV, for instance. This isn't every Japanese person, but a lot of Japanese people tend to not really have much worldly knowledge because in their mind, they're never going to leave Japan, so why even bother trying to slurp up all of this information that is happening around the world?
私についていける？私についていける？
Hey everybody, welcome to the After Show. It's me, Lindsay Leverage, and with me is Jackie G.
Hello.
And James Beckett.
Godzilla. Sorry.
We all have various things we're excited about right now. James, I was thinking about showing that, because I haven't watched the teaser for the Godzilla movie yet, so maybe we can...
Oh yeah, I haven't either. What is it, Grand Gear or something, right?
For Godzilla?
Oh, I think you're talking about the Godzilla minus director announced his new movie called Grand Gear. I thought that's what you were...
Drink, or whatever, so...
What are needles? This is conversation.
めんどくさいしね、手の血に慣れちゃったじゃない。私についていける？私についていける？
New video to watch. Nidos are the next Labubu. What are Nidos? I saw that there's like Nido hysteria going on right now, but I didn't know if it was like some kind of psyop or something because I've never heard of this. What are they? Like I saw people were like rushing into stores fighting each other to get some Nidos. I bought every viral rare Nido and cut them open. Are they just shapes? You're just buying shapes? Girl burned after Nido toy explodes in microwave. Nido craze is getting out of control. Oh, this is what I saw.
I just want one. I just want one. Just give me one. Nido's in 運命に導かれし者。すなわち必然なり。
Holy lord, this is all
Wait,
for
is that for
Nidos?
real?
Wow, I guess they really are the new Labubu, huh?
2 cases of Nido. Nido hunting chaos at Cracker Barrel. 9 in the morning.
Cracker Barrel has Nidos?
I'm so sorry to whatever kid decides they want to get squishies today because, girl, I'm grabbing literally like all of them.
Why? Are they collectible? Like what makes them? What makes you want to grab all of them? Aren't you just buying like the same thing over and over? I guess maybe she could be like reselling potentially, but yeah, I'm looking at it, it's just shapes. Nito is made by the Shilling? There's no way that's how you say it. Shilling? That's the name of the company
Yes,
that
Shilling.
makes Nitos. That's the only way to sell it. Shilling. That's crazy. Unless I'm on the crack pipe. Here, look. How else would you say this? I guess maybe Shiling? Shiling, potentially? Yeah, I guess it could be Shiling. That's pretty on the nose, though. Straight up calling the company Shilling. They're sort of like flubber fidget toys, squeezable and stretchy, and coming in a variety of shapes. Flagship products, the Nice Cube. I don't really, but they don't really seem like a collectible thing. I don't really get it.
Well, we're fighting in stores again, not over food, not over necessities, over squishy toys.
Bro, for real, sleeping on shapes. Me and the boys go in the shape store later this week hoping to pull a hexagon. You're so right. That's like an actual thing though now, it seems. Because that's what Nito's art actually is like. You go to the shape store. Holy fuck, they got the dodecahedron! Damn, ultra rare pull!
Yes, grown adults, parents, kids, all losing their minds over glorified stress balls. I've spent the last few days going down a rabbit hole of TikTok videos, and when I tell you it is absolute chaos, I mean it. I'm talking people clearing entire shelves.
Where did this come from?
And full-on arguments in the middle of stores.
I had never heard about Nitos until I saw people like climbing over themselves World War Z style to get their hands on Nitos. This can't be real. No, this has to be some kind of like mass psychosis event or something. You know what this actually is like? It's literally that AI video of the shapes, where they like go into like the fucking shape dimension. I got rhombus on my feet type shit. They've been all over YouTube Shorts for like a year. What? Don't you remember these from that toy convention video you did? Were they there? I didn't even register them. And that just goes to show you, like, during that, not a single person in chat was like, holy fuck, they got Nitos! This can't be real. That was only like a month ago. There's no way.
Full-on arguments in the middle of stores over Nitos.
Squish my Nitos with me. Super cool cat. Super fuzzball.
I remember these from the early 2000s. This is that kind of shit you get in an arcade when you didn't get enough tickets and didn't get into cool stuff and you had to settle for one of these. How are these, like, the sought-after toy now? Bro taking the Tootsie Roll over that every time. That's fair.
Nice cube.
Oh, that's the flagship product right there.
So what I'm gonna do is show you some of the most insane clips I found, and then we're gonna talk about what is actually going on here, because it's deeper than just a toy trend.
Is it? This is an entire account dedicated to Nito plug. What? Hold on, I gotta look that up myself. Anyone recognize that riff right there? I'm not looking at chat right now, but I hope chat just went crazy when they heard that riff. If not, I'm real disappointed. Wow, this is a pretty big TikTok account, Nito plug. Oh, not really, never mind. Just that one video is. They go around hunting Nitos. I accidentally just liked one, yikes. Tragic. They just posted 47 minutes ago on the prowl for more Nitos. Looks like they got a huge haul. Here's a giant box filled with the same Nito over and over and over again. They have to be a reseller. They have to be. If you catch my ass standing outside in a line outside a Cracker Barrel, I might be cooked. That's pretty fair. It's pretty fair.
Nice.
この程度ちょちょいのちょいなんだけど
Oh, they only got 2 fucking boxes of Nitos? How are we supposed to survive? We're gonna starve!
Like, you can't be serious. And did you catch the sign on the
Due to high demand, we'll be limiting the purchase quantity to 4 units. For Nito and Squeezy. This is we live in Poppy Playtime Society. Wow. Wow. Squeezy with 3 E's. And it's adults buying these, by the way. This is shit for adults, it seems. I wonder if Nito scalpers have already started fist fighting each other. That's a good question. I'm more so curious on this secondary market. I'm assuming it's for reselling. Why they're having giant hauls of like 1,000 Nitos here, and it's all the same one. Let me just see what like Nito eBay prices look like.
True.
New listing: Nito Nice Cube Super Solid Squish Purple. This is from a brand new account with 0 sales and 0 reviews. Might be someone we just watched in the video getting their hands on it. Just check, they're all sold out on Amazon. The prices inflated on eBay. I see a new listing here from a pretty successful seller. The 12X Nito Gumdrop Assorted Colors Case of 12 with the display case viral for 280 clams. It only has 1 watcher. That has to be fake. There's no way someone's doing that. What's the MSRP on a Nito? Because on eBay it looks like it's between 14 to 25 bucks per shape. Buying it is an investment though. Yeah, I'm a big Nito investor actually. I guess that's less embarrassing than being an NFT guy though, to be fair. This seems so manufactured. No one would be excited for dog chew toys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can understand, like, these being a popular fidget toy or something. That I get. But to be so popular and I guess so in demand that they fight each other at these, like, releases to get them. Adults, by the way. That makes no sense. Like, filling an entire shopping cart with Nitos, like the same ones over and over? I don't think so. I don't know, man. I don't really get it. They must have like a crazy secondary market that I'm just not seeing. Not even blind box, so it can't be gambling or rares. Exactly, like it doesn't even seem like it has that element of gotcha to it or anything. So it's not computing with me. This feels really planted. Nah, bro, just check the Nito subreddit. They got their asses lined up outside of Staples. There are some big Nito enthusiasts here, that's for sure. Man, I guess hats off to places like Staples and Cracker Barrel and whatever else is housing Nitos. They got people coming in the door like wild now, I guess. Smart strategy. That's probably where it all stemmed from. They're like, fuck man, we accidentally bought 2 billion pallets worth of these goddamn stress balls. How are we ever gonna offload this shit? Let's try and make it viral on TikTok. Bought a few of these 2 years ago for $5, and they all broke with ease. Not worth. Fuck is going on right now? I think the people buying them probably aren't buying them to like use them or enjoy them. It's probably like at this point a Labubu status type thing. That'd be my guess.
Either way, it's still an accurate 1 or 2.
Wait, which one was this skit? Oh, this one. That was the one at the beginning.
You take a number when you arrive.
These viral squishies, and we're gonna see if we can score them at Cracker Barrel. And it's so packed.
Oh my god.
Everyone here is here for a Nito, number 110. And I heard that there's people that have been waiting here since 9 in the morning.
Yeah! Woo! Why is no one going crazy?
All the moms are here, moms and dads. Some kids even missed school for this.
Bullshit. I don't believe that.
have it.
Needles peasant.
Whoa!
There goes another card. It's full of needles.
I've never been so excited.
4 p.m. update.
Update.
Finally, my turn.
Sorry, we're out of Nidos. What the fuck is that? Is that a squeezy?
Confirms there is nitrogen monoxide needed left.
This is what I thought.
Oh no. Came for a Nido, left with rubber banana. Not even a squeezy. Tough, man. Now everyone's gonna make fun of you. Came for the Nido drop and now you look like a fool. No Nido. Ew, is that even a shape? I know, man. It's kind of gross. Not even a squishy shape. Ugh. Ugh. Took a number 110 in line, and this is what you walk away with. What a waste of a day.
Okay, guys, I guess we didn't get to get a needle, but we scored a banana. Not what we came for, but at least we got something. For this
What kind of mentality is that? What do you mean? Didn't get what we came for, so I got something instead just to get something. Why? They were out. Why not just leave? Why waste the money? Well, I'm already here. I might as well consume. No choice. I'll buy this fucking banana I don't want. I know all the old people eating there confused as fuck. Yeah. Damn, this new menu really revamped interesting Cracker Barrel. Oh, look at all these people. What am I tough to eat here?
I have to mute the audio because it's that copyrighted song that says, I think I'm gonna die in this house.
What?
And then she has it slow mode on this guy who's clearing out whatever shelf this is. I think it was Nido's, because once she gets up there, she gets like some off-brand squishy and not an actual Nido. These are grown men, mind you.
True. True. This is the most he's jogged since high school. Fuck, I gotta get to those Nidos! I need to sell it on one. This is sad, man. This is very sad. How do you even sell these on Whatnot with no gotcha? Again, I have no clue. I have no clue, but that's the only explanation for why this fucking goober is out here clearing shelves of Nidos. What else is he gonna do? What else is he gonna do with it besides try and offload it for a profit? And also, this was that was that lady screaming, right?
The register of the actual house.
Is this even about Nidos? This looks like a food place. This is a Five Below. Is it? I don't know enough about Five Below. Cracker Barrel is a restaurant, so good point, touche. That was a very strong point, yeah. What are we getting a Nido-shaped tier list? Sounds awful even as a joke. That sounds fucking terrible. I hate that idea. Part of me hopes this is real and Pokemon scalpers pivot to this. Oh, that'd be ideal. All these Pokemon scalping degenerates, they're like, holy shit, we gotta go to Nidos now, they're blowing up. I just slabbed the PSA 10 Rhombus. Selling for 10k. Serious offers only. They usually hop on whatever trend is next. They do, but typically that's in the card community, which is why those parasites have latched onto One Piece. Which is a damn shame, but what can you do? But who knows, maybe they will latch onto Nidos. They didn't pivot to Labubu. Oh, good point, that's true. They did not fully pivot to Labubu. Yeah. Yeah. I need to start making cheeky soap pine boxes and make a killing. I don't know about that. Shocker, I'm not the biggest fan of the whole blind box shit. If you can believe that. I'm also not a fan of just like artificial scarcity for the sake of hype. Just got a call from the Stink Factory. They said you didn't come in today. Oh, what's that? You started using Cheeky soap from usecheeky.com? Nice, alright. I'll let them know you won't be going back. I'm assuming you saw the Paramount hack. You would be assuming wrong. So that's where the Avatar movie thing came from? I didn't know it was a Paramount hack. The Avatar leak was real. I'm pretty sure. Apparently they leaked the entire movie. I saw a couple clips and then stopped because it looked too legitimate and I don't want to spoil that. That sucks if they leaked the whole thing, man. That's really a shame because it looks like a lot of work went into it. And the animation looks great. Like the actual visuals look really good. Voice acting I wasn't super sold on. It seemed kind of stiff, but maybe it's like still early, I don't really know. But man, that must be awful. Just to have the entire thing leak, what, 5 months before the thing actually even comes out? Yeah, it's real, clips are getting copyright claimed and removed. Yeah, I knew it was too high quality to be fake. That really sucks, man. I hate when that kind of thing happens. Well, Paramount gets hacked like every few months. That's true. I guess that was just inevitable. Paramount does get blasted pretty often, it seems. Definitely seems like a work print version because the voice acting sounded like placeholder. That's what I was just saying. The voice acting sounded stiff. It could have just been like early takes or something, not properly mixed in. I saw something pretty cool today, like in like good news. So this got sent to me. It's Jerry Rig Everything's newest video. I haven't watched Jerry Rig Everything in a long time, so I had no idea this was even something he's doing, but he has a wheelchair company with his wife, who is in a wheelchair, and this video is going over how they're manufacturing wheelchairs at like a fraction of the cost. This was like a really cool thing to see. So I wanted to pull this up for like positive news.
We're about
負けないわよ。
Oh yeah, is it?
This is kind of random, but do you ever buy sealed Pokemon collections? No. But you didn't this video I watched earlier, I have it in this tab here. This is crazy. It's not necessarily a full sealed collection. He does have sealed product, but Pokemon has now reached a point where it's like a full-blown like luxury like display of wealth. So this is the Jolina Giselle collection, and it's being touted as like the largest and most valuable collection. I don't think that's true. If I remember correctly, there's a Saudi Arabian royal family member who's reportedly got the most valuable collection of Pokemon cards, but he doesn't want to publicize it. So of the public collections, this might be the largest and most valuable, but I don't think it's full bore the most valuable. But check this shit out.
Amazing collection ever seen here in Switzerland. This is just a small part of it, and trust me when I tell you, it's like huge. Over 60,000 cards and products of the Jolina Giselle collection. I mean, for me as a collector, we have here the Illustrator Pikachu, not one, but 2 times, even the...
It is crazy.
I think I got it.
Yeah, so it's super crazy. I'm Thomas Kovac. I own a store in Zurich, Amazing Toys, and I'm in the hobby.
No idea where the wealth comes from for Jolina Giselle.
It's not only my hobby, it's my job. I own the store on
Pikachu Illustrated Pikachu's is wild. Oh, actually, you don't know the half of it. What's even more wild, it's not just 2 Pikachu illustrators. This one, this 9, is the first ever graded Pikachu illustrator, which is why it's not PSA or anything. It's literally the first illustrator card to ever get graded. It's fucking absurd what she has.
It is the first time it got graded.
Oh, he even says it here.
Super crazy. I'm Thomas.
I didn't even hear him say that.
I own a store in Zurich, Amazing Toys, and
yeah, it is a very cool card.
25 years, and it's not only my hobby, it's my job. I own the store, online shop, Amazing Toys, and I'm proud to show you all of this collection. This is just a small part of it, and trust me when I tell you, Illustrated Pikachu is a small part of it. There's way more in this collection. We have back here.
I will tell you something though. I wish she displayed it better. I don't really like this feel. It feels very sterile, very like almost callous from Destiny. I don't know, just a little gaudy. I think there would have been a much cooler way of presenting this collection. You'll see what I mean.
Favorites, gold stars. You have all of the gold stars. It's just some highlights in English, PSA 10, also in Japanese PSA 10, and way more, which we'll see later down the road. For me, it's like I breathe Pokemon cards when I see this. It's for me, I've never seen this at one spot and place, and that's why we have also here.
Scalper's already planning an Ocean's 11 based.
We can see this anywhere.
I don't think so, man. Judging from this facility that they're in, I feel like scalpers would have a real hard time getting in here. They'd probably get shot by 15 phalanx turrets.
On the World University Magic Carpet, Tomamuki University prize 5 Gyarados or Gyarados PSA 10. It's basically every Charizard you can think of. It's here and it's from the even with the because we have
these gold walls open to just more PSA 10 Pokemon cards. So this is the Legendary Collection, full reverse holo PSA 10s. And she has that for like Crystal over here. But the thing is, it's in just like a shoebox rack. Like I just don't think this is a cool way to present it.
Legendary Collection PSA 10 set in reverse foil.
Pokemon scalpers are scum of the earth. Completely agree. Now, like I said, I don't know what Jolina Giselle does, but I saw that she also did an interview with this guy. She explicitly states that she doesn't and apparently will not sell anything from her collection. Obviously, I'm assuming she's buying from like scalpers and like some fucking scumbags. But at the very least, it seems like she's just doing this for herself. It's not even a publicly accessible collection. Like, you can't pay to go see it or anything. So, as far as the hobby goes, this one's on like the lower end of degeneracy. This is just someone who has absurd fucking wealth that dumped it all into Pokemon.
God, do
you see what I mean though? It's just, I don't, like you have reportedly 60,000 of like the most valuable Pokemon cards money can buy, and you display them like this. It just, there's so much room for improvement. You can make a whole terrarium out of your fucking slab cards. How would I display them? Oh, I would have, if I had something like this, I would 1000% have had like custom displays made for it. Something to highlight the cards and the story of the cards. And I have a lot more like character to it. So instead of just being like, you know, fucking empty inventory just dropping out all of your PSA slabs, I'd have like, I don't know, other cool things from the hobby. You know, like maybe the McDonald's Pokemon promotional products from back in the day, like the old gold things that aren't super valuable anymore today, but they're still really cool. Just to help emphasize the cool items. Like, this is just, to me, very bland. It doesn't have a whole lot of character to the display. You're just asking for scalpers to steal it at that point. Oh, I'd never do it. I mean, I don't have anything like this. I'm just saying, she is clearly in a position where money is no longer even a tangible thing. It's now just infinite unlock. She could do anything. I'm just surprised that she wouldn't invest more heavily in something very visually striking for this collection. Because this is, at the end of the day, just a closet and a couple of shoe racks that are filled with Pokemon cards. There's an interview that I think is on this channel. Oh, maybe not. That's her, though. I'm assuming she just comes from unimaginable wealth. Go to her website. Yeah, the website's weird. I went to the website. That's how I saw the interview, because I was so curious where this comes from. The website is a little odd. Like in the history, I thought for sure it would say like the origin here, but instead it reads kind of like a Saturday morning cartoon villain kind of thing. One evening, almost casually, she asked a question, "Dad, couldn't you simply buy all the Pokemon cards? I think it would be really cool if we had them all." That's the wholesome beginning to the most valuable collection ever. in her words. I don't think it's the most valuable collection ever, but it's the most valuable publicly displayed collection.
Jolina, thank you for having me here. I've already saw part of the collection, so I'm very happy that I can see it, and it carries even your name, and it even more has like a story from your childhood. So can you tell us a bit about the story of this collection and how it came to be?
Of course. Well, in school I was pretty shy and introverted, so I had a really hard time making friends, and I always brought something to school.
No, I don't think it's AI. If this was AI, I would be beyond shocked, because this guy, from everything I can see, is legitimately someone that owns a TCG shop, is in the community. It would be crazy if he just flushed everything down the shitter to do this promo piece for a complete AI sham. And again, you can't buy anything, so I don't see what the scam would be. Like, you can't spend money here. So it'd be a really weird thing to AI scam people with, because you get literally nothing out of it. How old is she? I don't know. She looks like maybe mid-20s or something, but I have no idea. I didn't look too deep into Jolina Giselle. From the very little bits I did look, I didn't find anything. So I really couldn't tell you. Where did she get her wealth from? That's what I said, I have no clue. I briefly tried to find it, but there's no information on where it comes from.
On myself, and one day there just happened to be Pokemon, and it sparked interest.
But I didn't finish this interview. I stopped like here. Maybe it's the last question she answers.
The other kids,
I don't know.
and that's how friendships form naturally and pretty playfully.
Is it true that as a little girl, you wanted to own buy individual cards or trade individuals?
Unfortunately, no, because we like to keep the collection together, because that's what makes it so special. And if we were to sell it, only as a whole.
So, and why share it now to the public that this collection exists, which is basically for me also once in a lifetime?
We thought very carefully about it if we should go public with the collection or not, but we thought for the 30th anniversary it would be a real shame to keep it hidden, and we wanted to have something for the fans.
I mean, I'm a fan, but way out of my budget, unfortunately. If you were ever to sell this collection, what would the future owner of this collection need to bring that you could entrust this to him or her?
For us, it'd be super important that the future buyer would know what the collection stands for, because it's so much more than just Pokemon cards. It's about a promise my father made to me and always kept. And
okay, that's very silly. That promise is, Daddy, why not just buy every Pokemon card? Daddy, every Pokemon card, please. I don't know, it's not exactly the most wholesome of promises. I think that shouldn't really be the story or the message behind it.
Today it is the Jolina Giselle.
That's in her words, by the way. I'm not just making shit up. That is literally part of the history. Dad, could you simply buy all the Pokemon cards? It'd be really cool.
Pokemon collection, the most exclusive and complete in the world.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't explain where the money comes from. This lady literally didn't exist till last week. I know, actually popped out of nowhere with the video. But I'm gonna be honest, I think that lends more credibility to it being real, though. Because if Jolina Giselle was like some kind of influencer, or like, I don't know, had some failed like schemes in the past, and then all of a sudden happens to have the most valuable Pokemon collection ever publicly seen, then I'd be like, this is very sketchy, this is clearly a fucking sham, look at her history. But she comes out of nowhere and is like, we finally decided to go public with this collection, a collection that has unbelievable treasure to it. I feel like it makes it more believable. A Pokemon industry plan. Yeah. Actually, that would be pretty big brain, because this is very clearly designed, like almost like a ChatGPT template for turning Pokemon into like some kind of Louis Vuitton like accessory, like a luxury fashion type thing. Or actually more appropriate to liken it to watches. It's designed the same way they would design like luxury watch spaces. So it could be, you know, maybe Pokemon's trying to make a play like, we need more Jolina Giselles out there with collections like this. how much would you guess the collection is worth? Haven't seen all 60,000 cards, but everything that's visible here, I think it's easily north of 20 million, probably like 25 million. This Pikachu illustrator alone is probably already like 3 by itself, and she's got 2, but this one's going to be more than this, because it's the first ever graded one. I feel like the story is real, she's real. The bigger question I have is, who is her family? Seems suspicious with how secretive it is. I would love to know. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It's very fishy. There's only like 20-something illustrators, right? Yeah, I don't remember the exact number. It might actually be 20. Let me see. $39. There are 39 verified Pikachu illustrator cards. Look up the Giselle family. I tried, nothing came up. Because like when you look up Giselle, this is what I saw earlier. When you look up Giselle family Sweden, the first thing is Sweden charges man for selling wife to 120 men. And I was like, well, that's peculiar behavior, but it's definitely not her family. I couldn't find anything on the family. The dude on the website posing as a Swiss actor, though. Oh, this guy, who I assume is her husband, or maybe boyfriend, I'm not really sure. They're Swiss, not Swedish. I thought they were Swedish. Is it Swiss? I doubt this will help us figure out who this family is, but you are correct. Kevin Lutolf is a Swiss model, and that is absolutely him there. He is not a small model either. Wow, actually very popular. Her dad worth at least 500 mil, because ain't no way he's giving his daughter 25 like that if he isn't. Oh, I mean, I think it's very... Brother, that's just the collection alone. This room, like, just look at this room. This room alone is probably in like a fucking $30 million mansion. Like the chandeliers, the glass, even just like the cupetry, like all of it is very clearly an extraordinarily expensive mansion. There's a second floor up here that's just gaudy gold. This is a billionaire family. The question is, who though? In 1,000 years, anthropologists are gonna think this Pokemon cards were like Sumerian tomes or something. True. That ain't no ordinary glass either. It's Italian Murano glass. How the fuck do you even know that? I'll take your word for it because you're speaking like an authority on the matter, but you can just immediately identify glass on sight. He made it. Yeah, dude, I do glass maxing. Actually, I designed those for it. Also, it's sitting on top of pure obsidian. If you stack those up, you can go to the nether. The earliest mention of her Pokemon cards is on his Instagram, February 18th. It's gotta be some kind of psyop. What was the mention? Was it like a hype-up thing? Or is it like a... So we just started collecting these Pokemon cards, me and my wife. Like, what is the mention? I mean, I feel like we could probably track it, right? By some of these purchases, these are very low-pop cards. So, this is a relatively new video. I imagine as some of the, like, real OG collectors look at this, they'll be able to figure out who this is. So, like, this Pikachu Illustrator card, I have no doubt you can trace the transactional history of it. Or this PSA 8 Illustrator. These are incredibly low-pop cards. People keep their eyes on these all the time. I'm just not deep into it like that, so I don't know where I'd be looking to find all of that info, but the real collectors know. So you can easily find out if this is some kind of like psyop, and these are just like, I don't know, extremely wealthy zombies that are instantly trying to flip this to like a, you know, Saudi royal family member looking to expand their collection. Or if it is like she says, and it's been like this lifelong journey over 30 years collecting this. Entirely possible they hired him for that shoot. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really true. Can you come pretend to be like my boyfriend or something for my Jolina Giselle Pokemon collection tour? I'm crafting a fine narrative. That's very, I didn't think of that either. That'd be so fucking sad. Jolena apparently did an interview on a Pokemon forum where she said the collection doesn't belong to her, it belongs to her father, who wants to remain private. She also said her family's not rich, they've just been collecting cards for over 10 years. Wait, where's that form? I've got to see that. That's the biggest fucking load of barnacles I've ever heard. Family's not rich, just been collecting for 10 years. Golden Mansion, by the way. Even 10 years ago, by the way, these cards are still hundreds of thousands of dollars. Pokemon blew up recently, but these are still extremely expensive cards 10 years ago. What forum is that from? I want to take a peek. Oh, this is new too. Oh, is this in response? Oh, this must be in response to the video going up. No confirmation that this is actually her, but I guess still read it. Hi everyone, so sorry for the delay. We've been so overwhelmed with everything, but now I'm finally here to answer your questions. Guinness World Record, will you apply? Yes, technically we could apply. We've decided not to. It's a long process. We also don't want to take a title away from anyone. To be honest, we're also just not that interested in it. What matters to us is sharing the collection with the public, as many collections like this stay hidden for years. Guinness World Records are pretty meaningless anyway, to be fair. I could buy that. Where's the collection from? Is this about money? We're honestly just a normal family from Switzerland. Nope, not true. Very, very, very rich. I don't know why she's trying to pretend otherwise. This collection didn't come from being some super creepy rich family, but from a lot of time, dedication, and consistency over many years. Of course, it costs money, but most of the cards were bought a long time ago, long before they reached the values they have today. That being said, I know I'm very lucky. My parents have always raised me to stay grounded and humble. They both started with very little and worked really hard for everything they have, so for us, this was never about money at all. It was simply a shared passion for Pokemon, and we never expected it to become this valuable one day. So when I first asked my dad if we could collect all the Pokemon cards in the world, I had no idea what that actually meant. I wasn't aware that Pokemon cards could be so expensive. I was just a 10-year-old completely obsessed with Pokemon. Somehow that obsession ended up taking over my dad as well. My Pokemon... seems like she's telling the same story that she told in that interview about helping her make friends. About her favorite Pokemon. Okay, here's something interesting. We've had the collection for a bit more than 10 years. Although Pokemon is still huge and a pretty emotional part of our lives, we feel like we would be ready to pass it on to someone else. Okay, hold on. That being said, we would only sell it as a whole. A collection like this took an incredible amount of time and effort to build, and we don't want to break it apart. But of course, my own personal cards are something I will always keep, and I'll share those very soon. Alright, now it's looking significantly more fishy. They've had this collection for only a bit more than 10 years. That kind of flies in the face of like collecting it for a long, long time. Again, these cards are still... You're spending millions of dollars to have this collection 10 years ago. Shit, even if you bought this collection 20 years ago, you're still spending millions of dollars on it. These are extremely, extremely rare low pop cards. There's just no way. And it's apparently 60,000 cards. So now it's seeming like they are looking to try and find a buyer for it, which to me is probably the impetus for why they came forward with this collection video at all. All those certs are old certs too. Not many new PSA certs. Not many new PSA cert cards are there. That's an interesting observation. Who owns the collection? Who's Jolena? Collection belongs to my family and was built by my dad over many years. I'm Jolena, his daughter, and I never claimed the collection was mine. I have seen some assumptions that I'm a model actor pretending to be a fake daughter, which is honestly so funny to me, but no, I'm simply his daughter. My dad prefers to stay out of the spotlight, so I ended up being the one to share the collection since it all started with me, and that's literally all there is to it. There's still a lot more questions, and the best to check in here from time to time. I'm a normal student preparing for my final exams. Huh. I don't know what the Reddit stuff is that she's referring to here. Do you think the cards are fake or just the story? The cards are not fake. I truly don't believe the cards are fake because, again, you can check the certs yourself. It would be very difficult to fake that. Even if you were trying to do like slab switching, it would still be a hard sell. Because you'd have to, for this, it would be noticeable. So the cards are not fake. I do not believe these are fake at all. The story and everything kind of around it, that's where I believe there's a lot of red flags. I like how she claimed she never, I like how she says she never claimed the collection was hers, yet it's officially called the Jolina Giselle collection. The people they follow on Instagram range from Logan Paul to Crypto Dudes. If you look at the playlist on the channel, they made an entire short film for this. All very sad. An entire short film. Oh, wow. What? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They got Fincher in here making a short film for the Jolina Giselle Pokemon collection. Wait, I'm all in. Okay, where's the actual short film? This is just behind the scenes. Oh, here, let's see the trailer. Maybe that's the short film. Not rich, by the way. Normal Switzerland family, by the way.
I'm all in.
This isn't just a collection, it's a legacy. Ready for round 2?
Huh. Wow, this really is peculiar. Imagine they got Neil Blomkamp to direct this. That'd be cool.
The energy on set, it was so much fun, and especially during the robbery scene, Kevin and I laughed all the time. It was so funny.
Nice stunt. Good work, Kevin. So this is definitely just her house. I was wondering if this was going to be like a set or something. Like this is just the house they rented for the sake of this short. I think this is actually just her residence. If you're that rich, why even sell the collection? If you're that rich, why sell the collection? Brother, more money. But, huh? Money, bro. What? There's still a lot of money out there that they don't have. It is weird. But again, like, I don't really see the fucking point. All of this to appeal to some crazy, gigantic turtle whale out there to buy their collection. It just feels absurdly over the top and unnecessary if that's the goal. It's very weird. It's all very weird. That's what rich people do, though. Do they? I don't know. I can't say I've seen a lot of rich people making a short film trailer to advertise their collection of Pokemon cards before doing a tour. That's pretty new to me. Like those fucking goobers that spend 50 mil on Jackson Pollocks and stuff, I don't see them making trailers to show you their Jackson Pollock, where they have Colonel Sanders fucking rappel through the window. I gotta get my hands on that Pollock! This is the fucking Rim Jimbo collection of Pollock paintings. Fucking world renowned. You're just not tuned into the scene. Yeah, maybe. Will you buy it? Will I buy it? Brother, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll toss her an offer. I'll play ball.
do that.
Over the past few years, trading cards have blown up in popularity.
When it's not.
At first glance, that's a good thing. It's growing. People are making good memories. But now, we have Gary. You see Gary? He represents all the bad actors. The Facebook Marketplace scalpers, the Discord degenerates plotting which card to artificially increase the price, and the botters that buy out all the stock online. Thanks to guys like Gary here, when you enter a TCG community, whether it's One Piece, Pokemon, or Magic the Gathering, it doesn't matter. It feels less like a hobby and more like you become a spectator in a competition to see who can scalp the best.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We've seen it all, from Costco fistfights to OnlyFans models promoting their links by opening card packs, and now box sets are going for $1,000 when a year ago they used to go for less than $200. And the consequences are unsuspecting kids, unable to get their hands on cards, or just straight up scam and never come back to the community. Today I'm talking about how scalpers destroyed my childhood hobby of collecting cards. I'm mainly going to talk about Pokemon, but I recognize One Piece is going crazy right now, so I wanted to give that mention. If you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Enjoy the video. Firstly, let's quickly explain why scalpers are the problem. From the very beginning, Pokemon cards were marketed to be easy to access, affordable, and fun to start. Scalpers and resellers interfere with all three. It's not easy to access anymore because they buy up large amounts of product the second it hits shelves. So parents walk into Target or Costco and boom, they get hit with the out of stock sign.
I'm at Costco getting dinner right now. People are straight up just stealing and opening these and then taking the packs inside the Pokeball.
And because they jack up the prices, it becomes less affordable. And both of these result in the hobby losing its joy. When people repeatedly fail to find product or feel priced out, they disengage. And over time, this shrinks the player base. A little history about me. I grew up playing most Pokemon games. I watched the anime and I had my own t-shirt. Seeing Ash's Infernape defeat Paul the Electivire is still a core memory for me. Pathetic, but I was just as happy staring at my shiny Canvas Con. Not because I knew how much it was worth, but because it had my last name in it. And for a 10-year-old Jordan, that was enough for me to think it was cool. Now, when I look at the current Pokemon TCG landscape, this mindset is definitely still there.
Let me know if you like any of those, okay? Caterpie's cool.
How much is the Caterpie one?
Let me check. All right, so for you, the Caterpie is free.
Wow!
For real. For real. You're welcome.
I feel like sometimes the fun gets soured by the sheer amount of Garys. With his yellow Crocs, stained sweatpants, and black hoodie, guys like Gary are sucking out all the fun from the hobby.
It's your boy Redbeard here, you know, internet's biggest Pokemon scalper. Hey, my Discord group hit me with that notification said Walmart new stock. Man, I hit my local stock checker, we went and cleared them out, baby. Fuck them kids.
I make nothing. Zero. I'm selfish.
At this point, whoever buys from these scalpers are part of the problem. Hypothetically, if he was never able to sell any of this, he would go broke and never scalp ever again. I just don't understand why people buy from him and then complain right after about scalpers.
The Wall Street Journal is now calling it a product with a 3,000% return. And I don't know about you, but that looks much better than the S&P 500. But who's really reading the Wall Street Journal? Is it the 10-year-old kids this hobby was made for? Or guys like Gary? Okay, but scalpers and resellers have been around since the Middle Ages. When kings ruled and donkeys roamed the streets, you also had so-called forestallers who would illegally buy out food before it hit the market and jack up the prices just for profit. This was the punishment back then.
but I guess now we'll accept public shaming on TikTok. Now, if that sounds familiar to any Pokemon fans, it's because it happened a few months ago. A scalper Discord group that goes by the name of Hidden Society was able to collectively purchase 42,000 Phantasmal Flame products before it was released. They were able to trick the checkout system into selling them the products online. Thankfully, their orders got declined, but take a look at some of these messages. Let the criers cry and whiners whine. Tell their mommies what happened. Like, what am I even reading here? They sound like angsty teenagers, except they're 30 years old with way too much free time. My point being, scalpers have been around since forever. In the 1850s, it was reselling train tickets. In the 1900s, it was sporting events. In the 2000s, it's sneakers. So why are Pokemon cards and other TCGs like One Piece and Magic getting so much attention lately? Well, besides from the obvious popularity boost from certain influencers that I won't name, but you all know who I'm talking about, and of course, new video games, TV shows, and the anime that expand the fan base even more. But more than the popularity, if you think about it, the trading card game market is a scalper's wet dream. Maybe not as good as concert tickets because those have expiry dates, but it's still pretty damn good. Prices are community driven, so you get charts that look like this, or maybe even this. To me, it honestly looks like those crypto meme coin charts that just go up and down in the span of 24 hours, which I talked about in my gambling video. There, buyers in this market are prone to act emotionally, clouded by nostalgia or just potential profits, like that one Wall Street Journal article. Barriers to entry are also quite low. The only certification Gary has is to learn how to tap those Pokemon betting games, like he's using an orgasm. My point being, it's a good market for scalpers because the fandom decides the price of the card. And last year, 2025, was an outlier year in every way possible. Here's the market data for some of the most popular cards. You can see before 2025, the prices were relatively stable, but they spiked at the beginning of the year, right around the time Pokemon Pocket, the new video game, was getting traction. And box sets like Prismatic Evolutions and Surging Sparks were blowing up. Combine all of this with Costco, a widely accessible store offering the cheapest prices, and you can see how last year brought some of the most insane moments in TCG history.
こんにちは、指揮官さん。マッコールでいいよ。寝たり、ぼーっとしたり、あとアイスを食べたりすることが好き。楽できる配置でお願いするね。
Oh, sorry, go. Go, go, go.
A father being elbowed in the face even though he just wanted to buy one for his son. People camping at vending machines all day. And even employees were getting on the action, buying out all the stock before the store even opened. Are you serious? Don't you have a job to do? Why are you buying Pokemon cards when you're on the clock? Break-in enters and robberies are also up, but not for jewelry, for Pokemon and One Piece trading cards. Okay, as I was writing the script, I just found out that a customer was robbed at gunpoint for $300,000 worth of Pokemon cards in LA. Like, to me, this is just so outlandish that it's even gotten to this point.
A person was stabbed after two people cut in line for Pokemon cards. This story comes out of Colma Saturday after two suspects allegedly tried to cut in line to buy Pokemon cards. The fight broke out at 9:40 a.m. as customers lined up in front of the business at this address. And during the fight, one of the suspects stabbed a man with a shard of glass.
Thieves are going after them across the GTA.
If your card goes for $200K, it could go for $300 tomorrow, as long as someone's willing to pay that amount of money for it.
The aim of the game is to catch them all, but now these Pokemon pinching crooks are the ones caught on camera.
They just cracked down our door.
The thieves busted into locked stores.
A Massachusetts man is accused of stealing more than $100,000 in high-end Pokemon cards from a New Bedford store earlier this month and then tried selling them at other stores.
And you know it's getting bad when you hear stories of people spending $10,000 to $20,000 in debt just to try to flip Pokemon cards.
And that's the big one behind my wife's back. We're up to 26K in credit card debt in 4 months. Pregnant wife, I should say. Now she's filing for divorce.
What'd you jack up 26K on?
Pokemon cards.
And all the while, kids and parents are watching from the sidelines, either waiting for the prices to drop or feeling forced that they need to pay the scalper's markup. But maybe there's some hope. You see this drop off? In the past 2 months, the prices have started to fall off, and a lot of YouTubers are claiming it's the great Pokemon crash. But is this decline really going to last? This year is the 30th anniversary for the first ever Pokemon games, Red and Blue. There are new Pokemon games coming out as well, and let's not forget about the new box set, Destined Heroes.
This set has literally all the most popular Pokemon in existence. We have Pikachu, we have Glurak, Gengar, Dragonite, Mewtwo, the list goes on. And that roster absolutely rivals, if not exceeds, the evil...
Let's try to get the redo of Healer Chase cards. Ha ha ha. Dengeki. That's only one.
What's going on, guys? We have the newest Vashor set. This is Dengeki Bunko 30th anniversary. The cards in this set are quite expensive. There's mostly like, what's going on, guys? We have the newest Vashor set. This is Dengeki Bunko 30th anniversary. The cards in this set are quite expensive. There's mostly like 5 anime, I think, that I've actually liked.
You just took a knife on that box? What the fuck?
Yeah, for me it's like 86. Like I know Sword Art, Bunny Girl Senpai, Dora. I think there was one more. I think oh yeah. Sorry, I've been open. I don't know what that is.
It's like a promotion.
Yeah, well, I can't do Japanese. That probably would read. Ethan would find it.
We're getting right into it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know a lot of the characters in this, so you'll have to bear with me. And the last few Vosh Schwartz boxes I've opened haven't been on the channel, so I'm pretty slow. That is one more expensive SPs.
Well, I like the cards in the set.
Oh, hey,
they have the like long. I like the kind of like the lifestyle.
Card was super thick. Dora. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Dora. Probably around when we started the channel. It's been. I do too. I think it's very good shit. He probably likes it a little more than I do. I had
my race.
Railgun.
I had my
SR, 2 women. I don't know. It could be valuable. You never know about this kind of stuff. Especially when you go back to like Katakawa Sneaker Bunko, which this is. Luckily with this, it's a lot less. I guess it's just what the publishers. I guess Katakawa. It's from 86. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to display.
Yeah, get close to that snatch.
Yeah, we would say. We'll let Logan be the person who opens theirs.
art's even just on the comments.
Yeah, they're really high quality art. Like, I don't know, they all look really sick. Like, every card I see, I'm like, they had a foil on it. That'd be sick as ours. There's another SR. Quick SRs. A little boat. Another small travel. I said this is not something we're gonna know a lot of, unless it's something like we've seen. And even then, we could not know it. It says sometimes different artwork. It's sick. It's so sick. So this is a set that there's a good chance you could see again on the channel.
Yeah, we will be able to know it. Will it get recorded? Maybe.
Yeah, it depends on the hits, basically. We don't want to upload something twice with no hits. This is going out pretty soon because it's brand new. But, it's so far. But yeah, this is something, there's a lot of SPs that we like. So, and they're very expensive. These are always pretty expensive. But, this is a good set if you guys are kind of new to Vi Schwartz. Thought that was something for a second. And that is, I forget the name of that. Misfit Demon King Academy. Yes, that's the other one. Actually, oh goodness, I'm about to out myself. Dude, I see. I have a purist. Everybody knows me as the purist. That's a good show. It's very like horny would be the word. Can we say that? No, probably not. Well, yeah, because I mean it's pure horror. Harem, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's a fairly good show. Now, I haven't actually seen this. No, I think I did more seasons. I don't remember. I was more surprised it got it more seasons. But people love those kind of shows, so I shouldn't be that surprised.
Yeah, going to me.
We haven't pulled the triple rare.
Fingers crossed he pulls the Bunny Girl Senpai triple rares so I can buy it off him.
Yeah, for the most part, they are pretty like full triple rare. Set's dead. We've never pulled the case hit, so we don't really know if it's still pull case hit with triple rare. I don't think you are guaranteed triple rare either. It seems like we've had a set or two. So it could be dead complete because we have full PSRs, which is about typical. As long as you don't pull the triple rare, it doesn't seem like it's bad as far as I'm aware.
I have a chance for something new.
And that is also from 86. And that is such a sick foil if you guys can see that. That's my favorite anime from this set. That or Floridora. I really like 86. And I'm kind of glad they're, even though it's not like a full set, at least they have cards. So, and the autos are SPs are pretty expensive. Yeah, you would actually. That is, I fuck I know that. That could be misfitting. Okay, guys, this is the last pack. We'll get a little last pack magic. Probably not, but we'll see. We have had more last pack magic than we should. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so no triple rare. Sure, we have had packs later. Yeah, I think we're good on that. So yeah, we'll do more of this set.
When your skin's on mine, I feel so right. Say you never let me go tonight. Since that day you came into my sight, you've been my type of guy, yeah. Caught up in your love, I can't escape. So sweet. 罪なる存在に裁きをくアイリスのお望みのままに。あんたが指揮官か。ロンドン級ユニオンのさ。いや、指揮官。栄光をカードに。ヘイ、指揮官。はじめまして。あんたが指揮官。ロンドン級の。
Just kind of wanted to get this out and show people. Pretty sick cards. I still haven't pulled an SP in Sports.
He's been trying,
dude. I think I'm like, I've opened at least 6 or 7 boxes in the last like 30 days.
Yeah, it feels like every week we open a Sports box.
So we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it soon. We're gonna get it soon. Hopefully it's on Spy Family and you guys will see a short of it. If not, maybe on if you see another video of this, spoiler warning, probably a good thing. So that'll do it for this video, and we will see you guys later.
I need someone to save me from the hell I'm in. I swear to God, seriously, never fall in love eternally. But my feelings are wavering. You appeared in front of me suddenly. I swear to God, seriously, never fall in love eternally.
Do you have any videos or any piece of media or anything you regretted making online?
任務報酬の受け取りは寄付でいいんだよね。
Is there anything you wish you didn't look into or anything you made that you were like, yeah, I wish I didn't make time? Like, looking back, I wish I could have told myself not to do it.
I wish I never did that fucking L versus Lelouch rap battle.
Why? We would never have met if we didn't do that.
No, because like...
That set you on a path to be here today, Joey, on the Trash Taste podcast.
I feel you and I would have met
Yeah,
in
we would've,
some
we
other
would've,
fashion
yeah.
either way, you know, because that community was already so small. But like, I actually recently, and by recently I mean like within this year, actually watched that video again. Because you know I hit, because I hit 10 years this year, right? And I was just like, I'm gonna, you know, spend the day to just kind of look back and reflect on where I've been to kind of like, you know, do the 10-year video, which I did. And I stumbled upon the L versus Lelouch video, and I was just like, holy fuck, this is cringe. Like,
no, that's okay though. You regret it? Why do you regret it?
I just like...
You wish you didn't make it?
Yeah, you know what I wish? I wish I had made that video.
Well, yeah, I always wish that.
Yeah, I wish...
Like, is it like a is there something you've made where you're like, I don't want any iteration of this to exist? I wish I didn't make it.
It's hard because I've, out of the 3 of us, I've definitely made the most.
Yeah, that's because you did daily.
I did daily upload. I have like 1,200
Like,
videos
you
on
ever
my
wish you didn't play Nekapor or something?
No, I don't. Again, I
I'm just throwing out ideas.
I don't regret Nicoparo or the Corpse Party era because, like, that's where I got my fan base.
How about you, Don? Anything you regret making, or all of it you feel like, about?
Yeah, I haven't made that many videos.
Okay, I have one video that I actually took down just because of how painful it was. It was really early on in my career. I think I was like maybe a year or 2 into this. And I did a video where I was absolutely shit-faced. Like, I was like 7 or 8 beers down.
No way.
Right? And I decided, my dumbass drunk brain decided, hey, it'd be a really good idea if you filmed yourself right now. And I did this like 3-minute vlog where I'm just like in this absolute drunken mess. I didn't have my shirt on for some reason, so I was just like... so there were parts in the video...
loaded it right after?
Yeah, so there were parts in the video where I'm just like zooming into my nipples and I'm just like...
Wait, you got drunk, made this video, and then edited it?
Yeah. I like
whilst drunk.
Yeah,
and then uploaded it shortly after.
I remember vividly. I came back from a full day of uni. I recorded like a bunch of like
What's the video about?
Nothing. It was just. I think it was just called "I Am Drunk," and it was just like me, like 7 or 8 beers in after I recorded like a couple of episodes like Necropar or some RPG making game or whatever I used to do, and it was just on my phone, and I'm just like recording this 3-minute fucking rant about like me being drunk, and I uploaded it as a vlog on my main channel. I don't remember, to be honest. I hope I didn't scar anyone doing that, but like I took it down a couple of years later. I left it up there because I completely forgotten about it, and then I think Aki was the one that mentioned being like, oh, I love that video where you're just like drunk as shit for 3 minutes. And then I was like, what are you talking about? And then I looked back on my channel.
Those are the best videos.
Yeah, I looked back on the channel. I saw that video. I was just like, I am deleting that.
I've got to the point now where I've been making so much stuff for so long that you could show me a video from 6 years ago and I'll have no memory of making it.
I like cannot remember like half the things I said in Trash Days. It's like become a meme now.
I genuinely can't remember anything.
I don't remember what I said.
I remember we used to watch. We used to all. I'm slouching like crazy. We used to watch all the episodes. We'd all go through them.
Yeah.
And review them. And then realize, hold on, this is insane. I can't watch me talk about shit that I talked about every week for fucking 2 hours. So we stopped watching.
What was the last episode you fully watched all the way through?
Maybe the Pete one.
Yeah, I mean that was a good video. That was a good episode.
I mean, Pete's just so fucking.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, not including guest episodes.
Oh,
like just us three.
Like 2+ years.
Yeah, right.
Because I feel that like when we talk, it's like ingrained in my memory. Like I don't need to watch it. I remember like, 'cause I'll also remember stuff that I said that I'm like, and I'll be like, was it as bad as I remember it being? And he's like, nah, I'm like,
yeah, because I have that like every week I have that enjoyment of like a new.
Well, I don't know what the fuck we talked about.
A new Trash Days episode goes up and I'm like, I don't remember what the fuck I said. I skimmed through for like the first 30 minutes and I'm just like, damn, I'm about to get fucking flamed for this shit.
Alright. Have you had a moment where you said a take on Trash Taste and you're like, oh, this is gonna like cause
all the time,
shit.
all the time.
This is gonna cause some shit.
Every anime take I have.
Time.
But also like I realized I felt like enlightened when I stopped, when I was willing to say those takes and be like, I don't care about the aftermath. It felt like a power, and I kind of get it a little bit how these, like almost like how these scumbag YouTubers stay around forever.
Yeah.
Because they just don't care.
No.
Yeah.
Like they see all these comments that are negative, and they just like. It's so easy to just get to that point where you're like, I actually just don't care.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like thousands of people hate me.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck.
Dude, the moment I finally said on Trash Days episode that I think Jujutsu Kaisen is mid, I felt.
Okay.
I felt.
Okay.
Can I call out? Not you. Can I? I remember one time I was watching a video that was Aki, and she was like, she was talking about a Ghibli movie she didn't like.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? We have the newest Vice Schwartz set. This is Dengeki Bunko 30th anniversary. The cards in this set are quite expensive. There's mostly like 5 anime, I think, that I've actually liked in this and probably even seen.
There's a few very popular ones.
Yeah, for me, it's like 86. Like I know Sword Art, Bunny Girl Senpai, Toradora. I think there was one more. I think.
You didn't even look at the promo.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I've been open.
I ain't even no promo.
Could be just a code. I don't know what that is.
It's like a promotion in the truest form.
Yeah. Well, I can't read Japanese, so that promo doesn't get read. Ethan would probably read it.
We're getting right into it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna know a lot of the characters in this, so you'll have to bear with.
Let's go. Wow, for real?
Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be opening some Dengeki Bunko, and I will tell you, before I did this video, I opened a bunch, as in I showed my channel members on the Discord that I opened a lot of boxes of this, and because of that, I just got to do a different video here. So this comes out on the English side on October 25th, 2024. This is a Japanese version. I had a few cases of it, and I wanted to make sure that I did it before the English one comes out. So you can see this is a going first, going second card, which is really odd because I saw on Weishwar's English that they're going to put it in the tournament store SSPR packs. And I know they said it's supposed to come in the booster box. So I'm not really sure why they're doing it. More maybe because it's like there's 51 of them, so maybe they decide, yeah, let's just give it in the tournament store PR pack. That way we make sure they all get out there for everyone. Remember, inside of the booster box, there are a ton of stuff. 300 normals, 150 parallels, so everything gets a foiled version of it. 64 SPs. There's going to be 86 SRs, no triple rares or anything like that. There's going to be 3 SPs in a case, which is what really ticked a lot of people off. The fact that it's like, hey, let's just going to give out 64 SPs, but, you know, we're just going to put in here just, you know, 3 in a case, which is insane. And here you go. Here's an insane SPs.
You know, you have it.
The one complaint that I will say, if you didn't watch my other video, is the SRs, even though they are wonderful, it is lacking on creativity. But the foil pattern is going to be this horizontal kind of line going across. There's no anything like, let's have some flowers or any like petals, sparkles, anything like that, any sort of spirals, any sort of creativity that goes along with foils that we have seen before. You have not seen on X, I showed you a little bit about, there was 3 My Dress Up Darling, which comes out for Build Divide, and on there, the foil that they had, super nice. It was very pretty. It's one of those ones they said, don't forget that out in TCG, beautiful art everywhere. There's tons of that. If you like a certain IP, there's tons of ones that you should just check out because they're all worth looking at, right? So here we go. I mean, there's just so many. And this is going to be one of the ones that battle for your wallet. Dengeki Bunko did really well. It depends on what side of the equation you're on. If you're on Bushy Road side, it did really well. It sold a ton of cases. It's a ton of trial decks. But what that really meant for all of us was that, you know what? There was going to be a lot of product out there. And on the, I guess, people buying side, investing, playing side, you did get something like Shana, but at the same time, you didn't get a whole too much else out of it. Like I said, 15 double rares, you're going to have a playset that's going to require more cards in it than normal, so it should cost a little bit more, unless the price big drops. And I started thinking to myself, why did they only give 3 SRs in there? And I thought, you know what, maybe because Bushy Road, this is the crazy conspiracy theory. Bushy Road knew that you all were going to buy a ton of this stuff, so what they decided to do is like, you know what, speculators, investors, people that want your cards to be expensive, what we're going to do here for you is we're going to only put 3 in there. That way, it's really hard to get the SPs that you want, right? If you only have 3 out of 64 shot at it, it's not going to be all that out there. You're not going to have a ton of it out there. But in the end, there was a ton because a lot of people bought it, and now it is inexpensive. You want to buy this stuff on Ami, they still have it. You want to go on eBay, you want to go on Mercari. There's a lot of discounts when it comes to this product. And you know, it's one of those ones where then people see that, and then when it comes to English, what do you think happens next? People are going to avoid it. So the big question was, is this going to do well on English? Depends again on your perspective, but I think since people knew about the set, how it did in JP, you know that there's Blue Archive, you know that's Fuji, there's Secret Bunko, all these other sets coming out here. We just got announced Rascal. What is going to happen with this set? feel like potentially, yeah, it could be under-ordered. I think some people aren't going to appreciate it. I appreciate it just because I love the IP inside of here. One of the ones where, you know what, even though it went down, some people are going to be very upset about it, but it also gives you a chance to pick up some really rare English cards or really cheap JP cards, which I hear people like. Really like having these collector's cards. I will say that's always an option to people out there. GGO. I'm loving the season. I stayed out yesterday to watch it. So this is one of those ones where I don't know how it's going to go down. I think it's going to turn out like some of the other sets. I think it's not going to be appreciated until many years later. That's how it's going to go. But we'll see. I mean, maybe people did order more, but I feel like people avoid it. And the sad part is when you think about the bunko sets, people have this thought in their mind. They're going to have the thought in their mind when they Houdini or Sneaker, but I am telling you right now, based on the previews that I saw for Houdini, it's not going to be what you think it is. It's going to look like this. To me, when I looked at Houdini, it looked like the bunko. And some people are going to be massively disappointed, right? You're going to have cards that look like this, but you're going to have cards that look like this. And it just really depends on if you really love it or you're just looking for a certain type of artwork to be inside of the booster box. Now the trial deck though, when it comes to Fujimi, that's where you want to be. There's some interesting art in there. I kind of laugh at that because maybe they're just like, let's make the trial deck somewhat rare, so we'll just put some of these inside of there. Let's make people consider buying trial decks again. There you go. What I'm looking to get out of this is, of course, you've not heard me talk about that. There's been a lot of talk lately about one of the things I brought up actually on X about how there's like no YouTube videos. There are YouTube videos of Weiss Schwartz, it's just not what it used to be. It's one of those ones where you can see Weiss is on the decline. It's almost over. Let's do it. I feel like people don't really get what's special about Weiss Schwartz as much as they say they do. I don't get it. It's that whole thing where you have a wonderful person in your life, but then eventually you take them for granted because you know what happens? Something wonderful, something very good looking pops up, and because of that wonderful, nice thing, you take for granted the awesomeness that you had already. And here is our next SR. As you can see, here is that horizontal pattern foil. There is a thing about this that you know, I had to find out. Inside of these boxes, there are 2 foils, unless potentially you have an SP. With the SP, that'll be your 3rd. But it's still a bit sad, right? You think about this, 64 SPs, 86 SRs, and what happens? They only put 2 foils in the box. I mean, like, this release was one of the stingiest things possible out there. I just can't believe how much they really decided, you know what, we're not going to give it to them, we're just going to make them work hard and buy more product. It's just insane. There was 2 trial decks. The black one is the dudes, the white one are the girls. And I haven't really heard too much about the trial decks. At least people didn't like go, oh, nuts on that. There we go. There's my SP. So this is Reign of the Seven Spellblades, which I truly enjoyed as a anime. It was really good. It was one of those ones where I will say this for sure. This is awesome because I don't have the duplicate of this one, so really, really nice that I didn't end up with a double. But look at that one. So inside of these, you have an author, illustrator, and a voice actor's signature, or actress in this case. And the one I got is Nanao, and this one right here, I don't know if it's the author or illustrator, but no matter what, really cool that I got this one. So that is it for this pack. I got my SP. I was like, this is not going to end until I get an SP, and the 2 packs here I will just save off to the side. I will also open these packs over here, because like I said, I opened up some booster boxes beforehand. And what I did here was, I stopped after 2 foils, right? So what I wanted to do is just go here and just make sure where my SPs actually are. So I'm just gonna pull these out. And I'm gonna do this. And there's something that I wanted to try out here. So
お菓子の注文をまあどれもいい感じですね。
Some choices, but no one turned me on. Boy, you're the first one to rock my soul. You made me realize I'm moving on. Although I've been nobody's baby, you're gonna be the one just maybe. I don't care what they say, you gotta stir my curiosity. I swear to God, seriously, never fall in love eternally. But my feelings are wavering, you appeared in front of me suddenly. 任務報酬はずっとここにありますよ。